Now we've got it.
Now that's flashing red. And
Now
white.
we've got it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Hello. Right. Welcome to Phil's workshop. Hopefully now we are up and running at final last. So what we've been up to? Well, it's been a while, folks, I know, but we've not been too good. So all I've got for you today is, I did say I was going to do an unboxing. So, new tool, we can just pass to that, Dave, which is the, if I bring you round and then you can, whoa, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Right. And there we have it, the works. Saw, type 437. Now then, why have I bought this? Okay, I know as most people use a track saw, but I don't do a lot of sheet work, so buying a track saw wasn't ideal. And a normal circular saw, I have problems with holding on to it. So I bought myself this 800 watt. The model is a 437. Just before I open the box and show you the goods, the instructions, typical Japanese, absolute bloody rubbish. The box itself is quite nice that it's come into. It'll do normal wood, it'll do wood and metal. I would imagine that'll be only same metal like aluminium. And also ceramic, so you get 3 blades with it. One blade is just like for normal cross cutting, which is a TCT. The other blade is for a finer cut, which is around about 60 teeth, I think. And then of course then you've got your ceramics blade for doing cutting tiles and what have you. So without more of ado, we'll open it up. Now I must admit I have had this opened up already, and what have we got on the inside? So I just turn us round a little bit, and I'll bring it down just a tad. And that's as far as it'll go. Right, and there you can see what's actually in the box. And what you get is the air connector and Allen key. The actual cutter itself, 3 discs, and of course the straight edge gauge. So the discs I won't bother with at the moment. Can you just take that for us, Dave? Thanks. By the way, the chap that I'm calling Dave is my brother-in-law. Okay, so what do we got? Right, well, if I turn that round just a tad more. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Right, and that is it in its flesh and blood state. You've got a guard that you can move manually, which is normal. You've got your trigger underneath, and obviously it won't work unless you press the safety button, which is that orange button there. That's it, I've got it in shot. change that, press that, and then you can then work the trigger. So now you can hear it clicking. Right, can you put these on the lights on, Dave? Switch them on the lights on there, mate. That one, yeah. That's it. Naturally, that'll things a bit better. Okay, so we'll turn them round just a little bit more. Oh wait. Right, so you've got part of me and part of it. Storage at the back for the Allen key. Laser to show where you're going from. you know, the most annoying part about that is the fact that you buy it was 130, 140 quid. They give you 3 blades, but they don't give you any batteries for the laser. So of course I've got to buy some batteries now. So that's by the by. First general look at it, yeah, it looks okay. It's a little bit heavy, but it's not too bad. It's not as though you can't handle it one-handed. You've got a good grip. If you've got a big mauler, like me, then yeah, there's plenty there to grip hold of. Generally looking at it, it looks quite reasonable. The what's the name at the side for the cutting depth, which is that one there, which is quite good. That goes from 0 to around about 4 mil. It actually cuts at 4.2 or 4.25. It's not quite 5 mil. But for what I do, that's ideal. It's ideal for doing one-off cuts. Same like for what I'll be doing. Usually if I've got sheet goods, it's what somebody's left over and said, do you want this, Phil? And I've said, yeah, okay. And it'll be ideal for me, taking all the big stuff out. You've then got your, at the side, your, yeah, sorry, wrong one. That's the bit as I wanted, the one at the front. You've then got your angle from 90. Oh, I tightened that up. From 90 to 45. So as you can see, there's your 45-degree angle. Now, what it doesn't mention in the instructions is, I don't know whether you can, I'm trying to get you so you can see that there's a little screw just there. And what that screw is for, from what I can see, is to make sure as it's at 90 degrees with your plate. Now this isn't at 90 degrees, right? And of course, one of the reasons why I know it's not at 90 degrees is because it doesn't touch the 0. So once I've got a what's the name in there, the blade in there, I can set it to 90. Now, the only other gripe I've got for now, because bearing in mind I haven't used this yet, so the only other gripe that I've got in mind with this is I don't know if I can do bring you down a little bit more. sorry about the adverse movement, but I haven't quite set everything up because it's been a while since I've been in, you see. So, your edge guide. Now then, on it, you've got an Allen key here. Now, it's okay, but what it will tend to do is that there is as it stands now. If I can bring it up, as it stands now, that is reasonably, that bit there is reasonably level, but you can see how much movement. And when you go to tighten this up, that will end up doing that. So you're going to have that, if I turn it that way and bring it down, you will tend to get that kicking up. Can you see that, folks? So don't trust this. I think most people that have been in for long enough won't bother. It is, in one sense of the word, totally bloody useless. So, is it worth it? Well, if I just bring that up now so you can see this glorious little face. There you go. I can't say whether it's worth it or whether it isn't worth it at this moment in time. It's like with most tools, it's got good bits, it's got bad bits. And at this moment, the only thing that I say to me is bad is that side runner. That is totally, for want of a better word, useless. But time will tell when we actually try it. I don't think I will be using it, to be quite honest with you. I've had these before on other tools, and to be honest with you, they're like an afterthought. They're neither use the bloody ornament. If you want a straight edge, then buy one of those which will clamp right the way across the piece of wood, or just use, like I sometimes do with mine, there's one of those and run that across the straight edge, which works absolutely perfect. Or the other things I've got is I've got a piece of box section, aluminium box section, which won't alter due to the weather, so it won't warp or anything else, and I run it along with that. So, thank you very much for being hanging around my channel. As I say, things are getting better. I'm beginning to pick up a little bit more, so hopefully we will start getting something better up. Just bear with us, and we will resume as good as possible. So with that, people, I'd like to wish you a super fine weekend coming up, because this is on a Friday when I'm doing this, and take care and watch out for everybody else. If you like what you see, please press the buttons to subscribe, and also the other button for the bell to let you know that when I've put another video up. It doesn't cost anything for subscribe, but it does help me anyway. It makes everything worthwhile, and it keeps me wanting to come back and doing stuff. Coming up shortly, which is going to be the boxes. Later on, I shall be doing a further review, a proper review of the works cutter when I've actually run it through its paces. With that, thank you very much, people, and we'll catch you again. Bye bye from Phil's Workshop. Go away.